Hey guys, what's up? It's Rhett, back at it with another video. This video, big news, Atlanta Hawks lineup. Y'all have been asking for it. I was waiting until Bogdanovich officially signed. He did that last night. So this is my starting rotation and my bench plus my other two guys. Starting out, Trey is going to be the starting point guard. Nobody had questions. Nobody had doubts if Trey would be the point guard. Yeah, all-star, one of the best scorers in the league. I think he's going to average 26 and about 12 this year. I think he will get 12 assists a game because he finally has people around him who can consistently hit shots. Last year, everybody was shooting bad. Herter was like him, Collins, and Herter were the best shooters. Now he's got multiple guys with 40% 40% three-point shooters. Trey at point guard. Shooting guard, Bogdanovich. We signed him. Everybody thought he was going to Milwaukee. Giannis wanted him. Maybe we can get Giannis next year. Him and Trae Young, I've seen people say might be the best scoring backcourt in the NBA next year, and I'd have to agree. Bogdanovich can handle the ball. He can shoot the ball really well. He gives us, I've always said, if you've watched my videos, Herter will not be a starting shooting guard in this league. I like him, but he's not that caliber. We finally brought in a starting shooting guard caliber player, and that's the key. We have some of the best depth in the NBA now, and that's a great move. Small forward, this is conflicting. I have Gallinari at starting small forward. A lot of people say he's too slow to play defense against small forwards. He's not as athletic as he was, and he's a power forward. But I believe we're not getting rid of Collins. Collins is going to be here this year. I'm glad about that. I think people said Gallinari agreed to come off the bench. I doubt that. We're paying him $20 million a year. He's a starting three, and he can handle the ball. He can shoot the ball really well, and I think that's great pickup. Those two guys put Atlanta, I think, in a top 5 area, like 4 to 5 to 6 area in the East. No people disagree with that. Starting power forward, John Collins, one of the most underrated guys in the NBA. He shot 40% last year, 66% from the field, averaged 21 and 10. Can't ask for anything better than that. Collins will be here. I don't think he'll get a deal done. I think next offseason, they're going to get the deal. Either they're going to try to go after Giannis. If they don't get Giannis, Collins will come back. That's how it's going to go. And Collins, it's going to be, Giannis or Collins. That's what it's going to be, I believe. Hawks, I think they have a good chance since Bogdanovich and Giannis are really good friends, and Giannis wants to team up with Bogdanovich, come to Atlanta. Center, Clint Capela. Everybody forgets about Capela. Everybody wants to get rid of him, but I think he is a dark horse that this team will ride on. He will be the defensive he'll be a defensive anchor, and he's a good player. I think he'll average 13 and 13 this year. And people forget about him. People say trade him. People forget how good he was. He was a key part in Chris Paul, Harden, on that Rockets team that went to the conference finals and honestly should have won if Chris Paul didn't get hurt, gone to the finals. Now we get to the bench. And this is where some of y'all have Chris Dunn. Y'all have Tony Snell. Here's what I think is going to happen. Rondo, backup point guard. He's an offensive-minded guy. He's like a third coach. He knows what to do. He knows where to be. Knows where everybody else is supposed to be. Knows all the plays. I think he's a great leader where your offense will still... obviously it'll dip down when Trey's not on the court. It'll be worse. But it won't drop down as much as it was with Brandon Goodwin. Backup shooting guard, Kevin Herter. Why wouldn't he be backup shooting guard? That's his position. He's a great shooter. He just needs... He's not a starter. He's good, but he's not a starter on a competitive team. I'm not saying he can't get there, but he's got work to do. He's not as consistent scorer as he probably should be. At the 3, Cam Reddish is the backup small forward now. People have had him or Hunter starting over Gallinari. Gallinari on the bench. I don't think Gallinari will go to the bench. So I think Cam will be the 3. he showed great signs through the months last year. He went from averaging like 2 points a game to like 8 to like 9 to like 10 to like 17 by the end of it. He started playing great basketball later in the year. If he can continue that over, I expect big things to where he could maybe move into a starting role in a year or two. But I think they're being smart and they're giving him a year or two to develop some more. And I mean, people can't get mad that they're not coming out and producing right away. Hunter's the backup 3. No, Hunter's the backup 4. I have it written down. He played power forward a lot last year. He'll play some 3, of course, but I think he'll be more of a backup power forward for John when we go like that. And I think that's a good move. I think you still want to get him on the court because he was a high draft pick. And I think him coming off the bench, he wasn't ready for the spotlight, it seemed like. Him and Cam both weren't. And now they have time to develop. They're still going to get minutes. They're still core of this team. We're not going to forget about them. They're going to get minutes. And it's going to be like Gallinari and Bogdanovich didn't come off the court when those guys go back in. And at center, Onyeka Okongwu will be the backup center. We drafted him. That's what we know. He'll be the backup center. Why wouldn't he be? We used the 6th pick on him. I think he'll be a great young player. Whether we move on from Collins later, move on from Capela, I think he'll be good. Then your bench. The thing about Chris Dunn will be like DeAndre Bembry. He'll go in to play defense. He'll play like Bembry did throughout the game, but he's more of a defensive guy. His offense isn't good. So defensive situations, he'll go in. Tony Snell, great shooter, but I don't know how much we're going to get him in. And then Solomon Hill, I don't know what our plans with him are going to be. So yeah, starters, Trey, Bogdanovich, Gallinari, Collins, Capela, bench, Rondo, Herter, Cam, Hunter, and Onyeka. I think we could have a small ball lineup of Trey, Bogdanovich, Gallinari. Then you have, I think you could have Collins play center some, or Onyeka play center, Gallinari play the floor, and then Cam or Hunter play the 3, or you could have Hunter play the 4, Cam play the 3 at times. I think don't worry about everybody getting mashed together. Preseason will be big in helping these guys figure out where they're going to go. But we have some of the best depth in the NBA, and I'm excited. Let me know what y'all think. Till next time, peace.